Today we're going to continue to declutter my huge makeup collection. It has gotten to the point now where I haven't opened any new makeup that brands have sent me because I just have nowhere to put the products. Today I'll be decluttering my makeup drawer that holds my eyeliners, mascara, and brow products. This drawer has gotten out of control. I will show it to you in a second. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. Let's get straight into it because I know it's going to be a doozy. And here we have the drawer in question. So as you can see, there's just way too much in this drawer where I can't find anything. Lately, I've just been grabbing what's on top because I don't want to search for specific items. So that's bad. We need to go through this. I'm going to go through my mascaras first, just because obviously I'm not going to be swatching those. First, just right on top, we have the Believe Beauty Voluminize Mascara. This is one of my absolute favorite drugstore mascaras. The only caveat is it's only available at Dollar General. This is a great everyday mascara if you like a little drama to your everyday looks. We have this hourglass comb wand that really separates and fans out the lashes, and it gives you so much length and volume. So I'll be keeping that because this is a relatively new tube. Even though this is a mascara I love, I know the tube is old. This is the CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast mascara. This is another favorite. I mentioned it in my best drugstore mascaras video. This one also has a comb wand. I've noticed that I definitely have been gravitating towards more comb mascaras recently. I just feel like they're a little neater to put on and they separate better. Okay, we have the Honest Beauty mascara. This is like my favorite Honest Beauty product, period. I was so surprised when I first tried this mascara. It is a two-step. We have a comb wand on one side, and then the first step is actually the lash primer. I'm a big fan of priming lashes. It's not something I do every day, but it makes such a big difference. It's so worth it, especially when I'm not feeling like wearing falsies. So this is not too old. I think I'll go ahead and keep that. Also, I want to say I'm sorry that you have to look at my busted cuticles. I have been biting them due to stress, particularly for the day that this video is going live. Okay, this Lash Paradise definitely needs to be tossed. It's an old tube. And also, I think that while I do like having at least one tube of Lash Paradise handy for my looks, I don't want to ever use the waterproof version again because y'all know how thick this mascara is anyway, and the waterproof version is just that much gloopier and obviously really, really hard to remove. So this one's old, so I do not feel bad about throwing that away. I feel like I've had this Damn Girl mascara for a while, though I haven't used it a lot. I've only used it a couple times to compare it with a Rimmel dupe, which I'm sure is somewhere in here as well. This was a follow-up to Better Than Sex, but I mean, look at how gloopy that wand is. Definitely is just not the mascara for me. Look at how thick that is. Like, it completely mats the brush. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, this is relatively new. It is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This I picked up during the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I really like this mascara. You know, being someone who doesn't like high-end mascaras, this is the one that I will buy only because it's very often on sale for, you know, around drugstore pricing. This is like my newest favorite mascara, the Ulta Beauty New Heights Lifting Mascara. Again, a comb wand. This adds so much length and lift to my short, straight lashes. It is insane. Okay, we've got this Hard Candy Dare to Extend Lash Extension Mascara. The only problem with this is that it is purple, and you know, as cool as that is, I'm just not really into colored mascara. I always think that it just looks bizarre on me. So this will definitely be decluttered. Oh, I love this one, but I don't know if this is older. This is an older tube. You know, I really should like keep a spreadsheet or even just stick a sticker on these to remind myself when I purchased them. This is another great one if you like flared out lashes, which I love because it kind of lengthens my eye. Let's do the smell test. The nose knows, and this is old. The Essence I Love Extreme mascara. This is another waterproof, and I'm just like not really into waterproof mascara, though this is a really cool wand. As you can see, it's a brush, but it almost has like comb-like tendencies because the bristles are so long and sturdy. Kind of like a hybrid brush, really. I probably purchased it a few months past 3. I think I've only used it like once because I've been shying away from waterproof. In fact, this one, way older. I've had this one way too long, so I'll toss this but keep this one. This is the Lash Princess mascara, by the way, and I have the original in a newer tube, and everyone says that the original is better than the waterproof. Like, it's two completely different looks. I don't know why that is, but I'll keep the one that, you know, everyone says is the better one. Next up, we have the CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplify Primer. This is another mascara primer. Again, you use it as a first step and it really boosts whatever mascara you put on top of it. This is a pretty old tube, so I'll be tossing it, but this is my favorite lash primer in general. Okay, what have we got back here? We have the Better Than Sex. This is actually a relatively newer tube. I know I like always have a tube on hand, and yeah, judging by the brush and how neat everything looks, this is definitely still on the newer side. No clue when I received the Tarte Maneater mascara. I don't know where this came from. It must have been an Ulta 29 Days of Beauty thing, but I legitimately do not know when I got this. So that concerns me. That's a shame because this wand looks really nice. Ugh, when did I get this? I mean, this was at the very bottom. This could not have been very new. The Bad Bitch Lift. This is from the Wet n Wild and Bretman Rock collaboration, which I don't know, I believe was in February of this year. I have no concept of time in 2020, but all I know is it's definitely old. This collection was a little bit of a hit or miss situation for me, and I don't remember being particularly impressed with this mascara anyway. This, however, is probably my favorite Essence mascara, and everybody's so caught up in talking about Lash Princess. I never heard anything about this until I tried it. The Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. It is a fiber mascara, so you can really build up the length. It just gives you that really long and fluttery look. I think this tube is older than the other Essence ones that I have though, so I will make a note to repurchase this. All right, the other mascaras that have sort of fallen into this tool bin. So the Rimmel Wonderluxe Volume Mascara, this is what I thought was a dupe of the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. And I mean, like, can you really say that it wasn't meant to be, because these came out so close to one another, the Rimmel one just after the Damn Girl mascara. I did end up actually liking the Rimmel one more though, because it didn't weigh my lashes down as much. It was a lighter formula, and the comb wand just made it easier to not over apply the product. This tube is old. I don't know if this will necessarily be a repurchase. Now, this is a product that I literally just opened, so I'll probably keep it, but it's not my favorite. I actually included this in my disappointing products video that I posted a couple weeks ago. This is the new L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara, and what sucks is that I actually really loved how this looked on my lashes, but it flakes like crazy. And talking about flakes, so does this one, the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. I think I picked up this tube when I was doing my old school beauty favorites video, but I quickly remembered why I never liked this mascara, even back in the day. Both of these just flake so much that you have to constantly be checking to see if you have black smears all over your face. And finally, this is an old tube that I'll get rid of, but another Believe Beauty mascara that I love. They do mascara really well, and they're only $4 to $5. This is the High Drama Fiber Mascara. So being a fiber mascara, you can really build it up for volume and length, but I find that the voluminized one, the skinnier tube, just does a little bit more to keep my lashes lifted. So these are definitely forgotten because they were in the very corner of this drawer, and both need to be tossed. This Perversion mascara from Urban Decay, I don't know how long I've had, probably since it launched last year. I don't really remember being a huge fan of this mascara. What is going on? I tried it in one of my like first impressions videos. Okay, well, I can't even get it open open. Oh my God, what is happening? Ew, what is happening? Okay, well, something is going on in this mascara tube where I can't get it open and I'm seeing like a ton of just black smudge in the cap. I don't know if something exploded. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I'm not decluttering any of these tools, but I'm definitely gonna be cleaning them off and cleaning this basket out. But this is just like where I keep all of my little eyebrow razors, tweezers, my curlers, and my sharpeners, as well as a couple brow grooming tools. I'm gonna take out this basket as well so we can really consolidate what we're doing. This will make it a little bit easier to see what we're doing. And then along the side here, I have some eyelash products, like boxes of lashes that I've either opened and I want to reuse. I've got shadow shields, but these are not getting decluttered. These are just lashes that I consider to be in use. All right, let's, I guess, work from back to front. I have most of my brow products in this back drawer, but I'm sure we'll find some sprinkled in throughout here. I'm already seeing a few. And also in this back drawer should be some primers. So I have my e.l.f. Putty Primer, which I am currently trying to use, even though it is sort of dried up already after owning it like a month. And then I have the primer that literally won't run out. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. It is my absolute favorite eyeshadow base. And for 20 bucks, I mean, like, let's get real. I have legitimately owned this for 3 years and I'm still using it. This is like the one product that I can't bring myself to throw away. I know that's crazy, especially because I preach makeup expiration dates with other things, but for some reason, I don't know, it's psychological. I can't throw this away because it's still working so well. But the moment that I have any type of eye irritation, I will definitely chuck it. Okay, this is a glitter glue, so I'll go ahead and keep that. Okay, we have 2 Benefit powders. We have the Brow Zings palette, which is actually a powder and wax combo. I don't use this one all that much. I much prefer the Foolproof Brow Powder, which is a powder duo. And this works really well to sort of get that faded look from the front of your brow to the tail, where the tail is a little bit more deep and opaque. So this I'm going to keep, but I'm not sure about the Brow Zings. I just do not reach for this at all. This is pretty new, the AOA Brow Gel, and I've really enjoyed using it. It is a waterproof brow gel, very pigmented. You don't need a lot, and it really just gives you those carved out, defined brows. I really like this brow gel from CoverGirl. It's the Easy Breezy Brow. I do think that it is a relatively okay dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. They are both pretty pigmented, and they both have the same small and tapered wand. I would say they are pretty dang similar. I think both of these are going to be in the keep pile. However, this one won't be. I've had this for so long, and I actually don't think there's much pencil left, as well as the fact that the spoolie on this end is kind of grody and like built up with product and hair and whatnot. The Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit, it used to be my favorite before I discovered the, oh, here it is, the Precisely My Brow, which is just a lot finer of a tip, which I prefer for a little bit more definition and lifelike strokes, versus the Goof Proof kind of just looks a little blocky no matter how hard I try not to. This was a brow gel that I actually really liked, but this is really, really old. This is the Physicians Formula Organic Brow Shaping Gel. I just tend to like these brow gels that have smaller wands. I think you can get a little bit more precise, and check this one out. It is so skinny, so I could really get up close to the edge of my brow for a little bit of definition, as well as sort of shape out my brow using the edge. So I really liked this, but I don't even remember when I got this, probably last year. Next, we've got some lash glue. Now I have this one from Duo, which is old and crusty and disgusting. I'm going to throw this away, even though obviously there is some left. What is left is sort of dried up and like, ew, thick. This is not a good look. So this is gonna go away. And this is my new favorite, which I think is a better dupe of the Duo anyway. And it's only like a little bit over $1. The A+ Super Lash Adhesive from AOA. absolute favorite lash glue. It works just as well as this $9 Duo one for 1/9 of the cost. There's another mascara that slipped through the cracks. This is the NYX On the Rise Volume Lift Mascara. This is just the mini version. This is another one that was included in my best drugstore mascaras video. It adds so much length and lift. It is crazy. It's just kind of a drier formula, so sometimes it will flake if you build it up too much, but this is great if you have thin lashes and you don't want to weigh them down because it is on the thinner side. This CoverGirl primer is so old, I don't even think they sell it anymore. Priming and glue products from NYX. Their pigment primer, which is supposed to be used with loose pigments, and their glitter primer. I'm actually curious to see if there was a difference between these because you'd think that one would do the job of the other, right? The glitter primer has like actual shimmer to it. It's like kind of glowy. The pigment primer is a little glowy as well, but not as noticeable. The glitter primer is definitely tackier than the pigment primer. I feel like I could use this pigment primer just as a normal eyeshadow base. I don't know why I haven't thought of that before. So I might keep both of these because since they are in the squeeze tube, they have been kept a little bit more sanitary than jar products. I know we're gonna find more brow products as we go through the liner bins, but here are the last 3 that I have in this back bin. We have the BH Powder Duo in Ebony. This is, oh wait, what? This isn't ebony. Where's my ebony one? This is dark brown. This is not the shade for me. This I might actually pass off to a friend. I think I opened this thinking it was gonna match me, but it doesn't. Then we have this really interesting Revlon Colorstay Brow Mousse. It's sort of like a brow gel, a little bit more thick and pigmented, but as you can see, you sort of brush it through your brow like a mascara. It has this comb wand, but I'm not a huge fan of applicators like this because seeing as that the product comes straight out of the brush, I can't really like wipe it off very well, like if too much comes out, and then it's obviously this click pen format that, you know, no product comes out, and then a bunch gushes out. It's pretty annoying packaging. And then finally, we have probably my most used brow pencil right now. This is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This is pretty close to being a dupe of the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. It's another very thin one that I can get super precise with for natural looking yet defined brows. All right, we are left with the 2 baskets full of liners. Let's jump right in. So right off the top, we have the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous liquid liner. I actually first became obsessed with this when they sent me the colored ones. I got them in purple and white, I think, and then I just got the black one at Walmart. I really, really like how this feels in my hand. I love that it has a brush tip. This one is not as black as some of my other liners. As you can see, it's a little translucent, but with a little bit of pressure, you can build it up. This one I'm on the fence about. This is the NYX Epic Wear liner in white. I really liked this for graphic liner looks and just something different, but this formula, I don't know if it's because it's the white versus like their other colors, but it's so thick and it sort of dries thick too. I think I'll keep this just for liner art's sake, but this is not necessarily a liner I would suggest for like everyday use. This I might go ahead and toss. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, super affordable at the drugstore. It is a classic. However, this formula just does not last as long as I want my liner to last every day, which is why I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it and potentially purchase the waterproof version and see how that does. All right, let's keep going. And speaking of keep going, I have one of these Wet n Wild Keep Going crayon eyeshadows in here, which is not a liner. This should be in my eyeshadow drawer. This liner is another one that I believe has a felt tip. Ooh. Did you see that big chunk of crust come off? Ugh, ew. What happened to this formula? It's like chunky. This is a really beautiful, deep black and rich liner though, but I think this one has just kind of gone past its prime. It's just kind of like clumping up on the brush. Here's a liner that I actually just used today. This is such a gorgeous color. It is the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen in the shade Rose Glow. It's honestly a little bit more bronzy than it is rose. It's definitely more of like a shiny taupe. But anyway, I really like it. We have another hard candy eyeliner, the Stroke of Gorgeous Little Black Dress Liner. This is another felt tip. And again, you know, the formula is just not super black. I'm not sure what's up with the hard candy liner. I feel like I have to go over the same spot. And this one bleeds, so yeah, that's not gonna fly in this house. Okay, I do have the Moxie lash liner. This is the magnetic one that I have to use with their magnetic lashes, so I'll hold on to that. Another liquid liner. This is from the Revlon Wonder Woman collection. I know I did a whole video on this, but I don't quite remember whether or not I liked it. Ooh, that's a nice deep rich matte, and look at that pointed wing. Okay, we've got a few Kohl liners actually. You're gonna see them throughout this Declutter. Their Velvet Smooth eyeliner I have several of. They are a waterproof formula. This one is in black. Really, really nice rich color there. Here we have Gilded Gold. Definitely, again, more of a bronze than a gold. Ooh, this one is my favorite to just pop a little champagne in the corner. It is called Champagne. I'll use that in my inner corner and it just brightens up the look. And this one is bright blue, and the pigmentation of this one and all of these liners and the smoothness really, really reminds me of the Urban Decay 24/7 liners. I mean, look at how that blue pops off my skin. This one is Eggplant. Really, really pretty deep purple. I'm trying to fish out all the Kohl liners so I can swatch them at once. This one's Royal Blue. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I just love all these shades. And it is kind of a beauty resolution of mine to start using more colored liner. These are two new eyeliners that I just got from Walmart. They are the NYX Epic Wear liners. This one's Frosted Lilac. Really, really pretty light pinkish purple. This one is Periwinkle Pop. This one's almost like a white with purple undertones to it. It is extremely light and sort of silvery. Here we have another Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. This one looks like a silvery shade. It is in fact called Silver Reflex. Oh my gosh, I can't get over how pigmented and smooth the Pixie liners are. I really need to start using them more. Here's another Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. This one is in matte nude. This one's pretty good if you want to use that in your lower lash line to really brighten up the eye. Here we have a liquid liner, the L'Oreal Infallible Flash Cat Eye. This is just as good as my NYX matte liquid liner, which we should be coming up upon soon. I think I ranked them as a tie in my Drugstore liquid liner video. It usually comes with a stencil to do a cat eye, but I always throw that away because it always breaks on me. But this is another brush tip liner that you can get super precise with. And as you can see, you can get a really smooth black line. I do have a ton of these Revlon Colorstay pencils that they recently sent me. Let's go ahead and swatch these. So they do have smudgers on the bottom, which is pretty cool. They're actually silicone smudgers though. I really, really like the fine point on these. And I do believe they have a sharpener on the bottom on the other side of the smudger. So here's black. Here is sapphire. That one's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. Teal. Oop. That was awkward. Ooh, that's pretty. It's got a little bit of metallicness to it. Jade, which is a beautiful green. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's got like a gold shimmer to it. Then we have black violet. Sort of a grayish purple, but this again is not as pigmented as like these two, for instance, or the black. Next I have charcoal. Ooh, that's a cool one. It's like a gunmetal. Yeah, I think the two that are kind of duds are sapphire and black violet. I feel like we still have so much left to go. Okay, I'm gonna try to find all of my Urban Decay 24/7 liners. I do have several of these that I've gotten during 21 Days of Beauty. We can actually take this whole basket out, so we're just working out of one now. So as far as high-end liners go, or liners in general, it really just doesn't get better than the Urban Decay 24/7 liners. They last so long, they're so pigmented, pigmented. They're so creamy, and they're kind of the standard for pencil liners. This is the bar that I hold all other liners up against, and I will splurge on these only if they are on sale. Oh my gosh, that black is crazy rich. Okay, so in order, we have from top to bottom, Zero, Overdrive, Lucky, Double Life, and Perversion. Perversion is a little bit more lacquer, like shiny, versus Zero. Here's another hard candy. This is the one I was telling you about, the liquid liner Stroke of Gorgeous in purple. Ugh. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous is that? Here we've got the current reigning favorite of mine at the drugstore. It is the Maybelline Hyper Easy Liner. Again, we've got a brush tip, and if you want to check out this compared to all of the other top-rated drugstore liquid liners, I will link that video below. Here's another Revlon one. I have a few of their So Fierce liners. This is a much better blue than the other blue that they had with their newer formula, even though this isn't obviously as fine tipped. I mean, this is so much more pigmented. Now, this does have a vinyl finish, so it stays shiny. I think I'm gonna get rid of these two nude liners just because I do prefer the Pixie one best. What is this? Oh, we've got the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liner, but this is the pencil version. So they have the liquid eyeliner and then they have the pencil liner. This is okay, like it's a pretty standard black retractable liner. I don't find it to be 100% budge proof, but it does hang in there on the waterline pretty well. It just transfers onto my lower waterline. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot that I had these liquid eyeliners from AOA. This is the purple shade. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I need to use these more. That's like a really, really deep purple. I could probably get away with wearing that in place of black, and you wouldn't really know if it's purple unless you came up real close. This is a few years old, and I really wasn't a huge fan of the formula. It was the Rimmel Brow and Liner Kajal. It was just kind of stiff. NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Y'all know all about this. I'm not going to go ahead and swatch that, but I will keep it. That's a new tube. The L'Oreal Infallible pencil. I swear by this formula in black. It is a very close dupe to the Urban Decay ones. I really don't use this all that much though. It's just like a weird tone for my skin. Here's a really interesting liner from Essence. It's their Super Precise liner. This reminded me a lot of the NYX one just because of the packaging as well as the thin and straight brush. But the formula is a little subpar. It just kind of transfers a little bit translucent. As you can see, even as I build it up, I don't know, the brush kind of like takes some off as I go over the same spot. So if I try to like even out the liner, it ends up doing this, like creating that patchy moment. We have another Koki. This is the Dynamic Duo Eyeliner Pen. Have I used this before? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have one liner that is felt tip, but sort of like an angle. And then this one is your traditional felt tip that's tapered. That's kind of interesting. Ew, whoa. That is weak sauce. It's so strange how Koki can be really hit or miss, and this is like a major miss. Okay, this side works really well. The tapered side, that's a nice deep black, but what the heck is going on with this side? Maybe I wasn't pressing hard enough? No, it's still like weird. Ew. I hate gimmicky products when they just don't perform, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather just have a boring product that works well. Okay, next up, I'm actually surprised I still have this. I really thought that I tossed it. This is the e.l.f. H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. I did not like this when I tested it against other drugstore liners because it kind of dried very tight and almost textured. Okay, we've got another one of the Revlon So Fierce. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever like used dark gray liner before. I think that'd be a cool look. Believe Beauty, I really like this retractable liner. Again, it's not super transfer proof or budge proof or anything, but it is nice and rich and blendable and looks really, really great on the waterline. What is this? Oh, the No Budge retractable liner from e.l.f. I just got this. I feel like I got another shade as well. I did. This was in my last e.l.f. haul. Here's black. Ooh, very, very rich. It's not super glidey. Here's brown. That's an interesting medium brown. I don't find myself using brown eyeliner a lot, actually. And then here's charcoal. Yeah, these are a little on the stiffer side, though that probably has to do with them being budge proof, like they're not going to just easily smear, but they're decently pigmented. Another So Fierce, I just keep coming upon them. This one is in the shade Powerful. Oh my gosh, that one's really pretty. I can't get over how shiny they look though. This is a pretty old product, but it is a favorite for long-lasting liner, the Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil. Now the thing about pencils when it comes to like quote-unquote expiration dates is that if it is a sharpenable pencil, you can really keep using it until it's gone because you're constantly shaving off the surface layer, which in theory gets rid of any germs from the last time that you used it. So this is an amazing pencil that has really held up over the years. I mean, look how deep that is. Oh, here's another newer one that I just got. This is another one of the NYX Epic Wear. This one is in the shade Magenta Shock. That's really pretty. Ooh, it's got like a pink shimmer to it as well. I absolutely love that reflective vibe. Here's the L'Oreal Infallible Pencil in black. This is a very much reached for pencil, as you can tell by the size of it right now after it's been sharpened so much. I honestly think that this isn't very much different from the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil, and considering L'Oreal owns Urban Decay, I feel like there's a good chance that they are very similar in formula. Oh, this is another really great budget-friendly waterproof eyeliner. It's from Essence, the Extreme Lasting Pencil. I would say this is very similar to the Infallible one, just cheaper. I've got this white eyeliner pencil from NYX, and I typically only use this when I'm doing sort of artsy looks. It's not something I use all the time. As you can see, there's like pink all over this from when I did my last graphic liner look, but I'll keep that. Here is the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous. I have so many like black liners. I really only want to keep the good ones. This one's pretty stiff, even though it's nice and rich. Doesn't quite glide on without tugging at the skin. We've got two of the CoverGirl Full Spectrum liners. Now this was a line that I think was only available online, and I'm not sure if they still have it. Oh, that needed a lot of building up, and it's kind of stiff. Ooh, that silver is really pretty, and this one is a lot more easy to glide on than the purple. So I'm going to keep the silver. Here's an AOA gel eyeliner pencil. Ugh, this dried up. Yeah, that's kind of patchy. Here's a NYX one in the Faux Blacks in Midnight. So these were all like really deep colors that could be mistaken for black, but they were colors. Yeah, this is so dried up. We have another Essence Extreme Lasting. This is in brown. Again, not one that I use a lot, but I do love the formula. This Neutrogena liner is so old. Let's see if it still performs. In Plum. See, that doesn't look purple at all to me. Like maybe slightly. It looks almost more brown. I don't like that color. Only 3 more to go. We have another AOA gel liner. The other one was dried up. Let's see how this one is. Yeah, weird. It's like it's totally dry and patchy. Next, we have another Kohl liner. This is the retractable kohl liner in black. This one's relatively new. Yeah, that's nice and glidey. And finally, the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Eyeliner. This is another really good one. You just gotta be careful about it leaking. Really pretty. If this was slightly more matte, it would be my all-time favorite eyeliner. It did really well in that drugstore eyeliner test, coming in at a very close second to the Maybelline Hyper Easy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reorganize what we kept. And here is the after. Now, I do realize it still looks like I have a lot of eyeliners, so I may need to do a second round, but here is how I have everything organized so far. I have the black liners in front, so most of my liquid ones, and then black pencil liners. Then we've got all the colorful liners right behind it, so that way it's just easy to find exactly what I'm looking for. Up here, I have my brow products, mascara, and then we have makeup tools, as well as I just stuck my primers and lash glues in this one as well, just because I kind of ran out of dividers. And then along this back section is the lashes that I have in use right now. Even though I still have quite a few eyeliners, I feel way less overwhelmed with how things look now. Another successful makeup declutter in the books. Now let me know which drawer you want me to go through next, my blush and bronzer drawer or my foundation and concealer drawer. Tell me in the comments. Today's shout out goes to Nikki Chan. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I share my most used and favorite beauty products from Amazon. I'll see you over there. Bye!